9-3.
Crusaders coming on the field as we're getting ready for the kickoff. Bridgeport will receive. Tony, I know you haven't seen much locally. You've been down North Carolina coaching football for 25 years. Welcome back to the Valley. Any comments from what you've read or studied about this game or the Crusaders?
Well, I've looked at the Bridgeport Bulldogs, and I think they're statistically it seems like their defense struggles a little bit, but at any given time they're going to put points on the board. So a team like that is never out of the game.
Bridgeport, pretty big roster for D7. They're both D7 schools. The Crusaders in Region 25, as we said before. Bridgeport in Region 27. And they're both in the playoffs as if it ended today. Bridgeport coming in at 3-4. The Crusaders coming in at 7-0. Officials huddling there as clock winds down to 0. Both teams ready to come onto the field, and we'll see right away if the Crusader defense, which is allowing just over 5 points a game, can do what it's done all year, shut down that potent Bridgeport offense.
Usually you get a team like this, and I know from the coaching standpoint, you're trying to say, don't do things to keep them in the game. If you jump on them quick and you dominate up front, I think they'll have a big night. The Crusaders have a big night tonight. But a team like this that can score at any time, it's got to, especially when you're 7-0, right?
Yep. Lewis is back. I can't quite pick up the other number for Bridgeport over there on the far sideline. And it goes to Lewis out of his hands. Picks it up at the 7. Back to the 15, 18. Nice tackle and stick by the Crusaders.
Very good.
I thought it was number 3, Jimmy Herndon, with a great stick.
The Crusader kickoff team was fired up.
Now Bridgeport will go with 2 quarterbacks, Aiden Kenny and Jakai Threet. We hope we're saying that name right. And it looks like Threet is back there in the shotgun. Take the snap straight ahead, gets about 2. And looks like 14 for the Crusaders, Tyler Alenti, who goes both ways, quarterback and defensive back. Guess linebacker. We'll give them 3. 2nd and 7 for Bridgeport. 3 going again. Quarterback run. Not going to get anything. Try to go wide. Tackled across the way by 2 Crusaders. 52 in on the tackle. Braden Roush, called his name a lot last time we were here.
Wow, Peyton Roush really did well getting in there. They couldn't block that boy. He's coming in at the right end.
3rd and 7. Hard to see. It looks like Threet is out to the right, and probably Kenzie is in the quarterback. Rolls right, throws up for grabs, and it's knocked away by number 18, and that's Tommy Purgie, the running back. And Tommy's also a defensive back. So Crusaders, just as the doctor needed and ordered, out 3 and out. And we'll get the ball back here in really good field position. Opening kickoff tonight was brought to you by Commissioner Eric Timmons. Our halftime show by Barium and Chemicals, timeouts by Mario's Italian Restaurant, first downs by Capital Recovery Systems. We'll have the play of the game by Electric O, red zone by Guida Law Offices, touchdowns by Napa, extra points by the Jim Huggins family, and the out-of-town scoreboard by Fort Steuben Maintenance. So Purgie takes the ball at the 47, goes straight ahead, big hole, 40, 35, 30, 28.
Wow.
Tackled across the way. Again, almost impossible to see those numbers. Bridgeport's numbers are tough to see, so the Crusaders in excellent field position starting at Bridgeport's 28-yard line.
Ja'Kai Threed even punts. He's doing it all for them, for the Bulldogs.
The Crusaders have just been really powerful. Watch them against Madonna, really controlled both lines of scrimmage. Let's see if Bridgeport, who's giving up 38 points a game, can stop the Crusaders.
And they got split left, number 12's in motion, up the middle. So that'd be an interesting play right there.
Strachey, the end coming around, gets about 8 yards down to the 19-yard line. So we're going to call it second and about 2.
Strachey was coming in like a jet sweep, and instead of going around the end, he come right up the middle. And again, they're getting behind that strong Crusader offensive line.
Ilenti under center.
In a wishbone formation, 2 tight ends.
Give to number 5, Fallon, outside. Powers all the way down to the 10. First and might be goal, depending on where they spot it. If it's at the 10 or just outside, it could be first and 10. Looks like right on the 10-yard line. So first and goal for the Crusaders. Clock running, 9:41, just starting. No score here at Harding Stadium. Bridgeport 3 and out. The Crusaders on the march here.
Nothing fancy about that play. They're just coming right at him.
And I'm sure Coach Meek probably going to do that until he gets a lead, and he might open it up a little bit. Handoff to Purgie, down to the 5, spins down to the 3.
Getting a great push up front, I guess as they expect to do. 2 tights, wishbone formation coming at you. Here we go. Nothing fancy.
Herndon in. Timmy Mahalio coming out. So Ilenti's pretty much, the games I've seen, done a good job keeping the ball and going in. So let's look and see if the quarterback will take this one on a fake handoff here and roll out.
Power formation. Hands the ball off.
Does hand off, and it's going to be an easy walk-in touchdown for B.J. Fallon. So at the 8:38 mark, Fallon with a 3-yard run, and the Crusaders just march right down the field and are ahead 6-0 pending the extra point.
They're in that power formation. Everybody blocks down to the left, and he just bounced it right off tackle.
Touchdown was by Napa Auto Service, sponsored by Napa Auto Services. The extra point by the Jim Huggins family, and Bolster looking to make it 7-0 Crusaders. Snap is down, kick is up, and good out of the stadium. So Bolster makes it 7-0. We'll be back after this Mario Italian's Restaurant timeout.
The meaning of cleaning, there's one name you gotta know. Apollo Pro Cleaning. Clean floor to ceiling. Apollo Pro Cleaning is the meaning of cleaning.
Halftime is sponsored by Berryman Chemicals in memory of Eleanor and Douglas Red Naylor, supporting area youth since 1960 through academic and sports scholarships, mentorship, and community spirit. Good luck to all area teams from Berryman Chemicals.
We're back. 7-0 Crusaders. They held Bridgeport 3 and out and just march and waltz right down the field as Bolster gets ready to tee it back up for Central.
The other player in the back is A.J. Bishop, number 7 for Bridgeport. Number 7 and number 2, Braylon Lewis.
Exceptional there into the end zone. What a luxury to have a high school kicker hit it into the end zone.
Well, you're not kidding. That's a heck of a kick.
So they're going to start at their 20. And again, nobody's been able to really do much against the Crusaders. They've given up 5 points a game defensively and had 3 shutouts. the most anyone's got is 14 points against them, and I believe that was Rosecrans. Bridgeport presents some difficulty because they have some speed and they have a multi-threat guy in Jakai.
Shotgun formation. There was difficulty with the handoff. Difficulty with the handoff right there caused him to stutter step in the backfield.
It looked like he was going to hand it off and pull it out, and he wasn't sure what he was going to do, and it got a loss of 6 on the play for Bridgeport, so they're going backwards, and this is the best start the Crusaders could have ever dreamed of having. 3 and out, an easy touchdown right down the field, and a loss of 6 on first down. Running clock, 8 minutes, first quarter. Central up 7-0. And again, these numbers are just awful to see back there. You can pick up the running backs. There's a pass batted away.
By Brendan Grimm.
Yep, Brendan Grimm, 66.
6 foot 185. Well, Mr. Grimm just come right off. He tried to throw a little swing pass, and he was just in there too fast.
Crusaders totally dominating the front line here. So if I'm Bridgeport, I'm going to probably be conservative, run a draw or a little screen or something. They just don't have time. Here's another almost sack, and it is completed for a little 5-yard square out. Tackled that time by Timmy Mahalio.
Receiver looked like Avery Jackson.
Okay, so 4th and long, 4th and we'll say 10 exactly. So again, Purgie back. Crusaders are going to get excellent position, probably on the other side of the field in positive territory after this punt.
They just can't stop Central's defensive line right now.
Jakai back to punt. As you said, do it all, Jakai.
Oh, number 5.
A little better. Purgie comes up, 45, 40, 35, 30, 27-yard line, 27, 28. So Crusaders setting up shop here.
It looked like B.J. Fallon almost blocked that coming off the edge.
So the Crusaders with their second possession. Both have started deep into Bridgeport territory, and they're looking to get a big lead quickly here. They scored at the 8:38 mark, and with 7:04, they have the ball 1st and 10. They're going to mark it at the 25, it looks like. Okay.
Camden Badley at tight end right now. They got twins to the left.
Purgie in motion. Alenti fakes. We've seen this all year. Quarterback keeper down to the 15. Keeps going, driving his piling legs down to the 14 before he's down. Big hole that time.
Wow, they ran a fake jet motion, and everyone bid on the motion and just opened up the middle.
We got a flag. Excuse me, Tony. Maybe against Central. I'm not sure if they called a hold there or a clip. Let's see. He's marking it off against Central, so they gave him the yardage.
Holding.
And it might have been, well.
Yeah, call it a holding.
First down, so it's going to be 1st and 11. The holding must have occurred at the 16 because the ball's back to the 26-yard line. So 1st and 11. If you're going to have a holding, that's the way to have it. You only lose 1 yard on the play.
That's true.
Alenti with Mahalio in motion, a fake, and this time Alenti is stuck.
Wow.
Looked like number 70 that time.
I think it was 20, Michael Marshall.
Chambers, 70, I believe it was.
Boy, they were all over that one. They tried to fake the jet sweep, and they didn't want anything of it.
Alenti has done that a lot this year. Faked the handoff to the running back and keeper. That's a loss of 5. Makes it, about 2nd and 16. See if the Crusaders will go to the air for the first time tonight. They got 2 wide receivers left and 2 right. And he is going to pass. Alenti back. He got wide open field. He's got plenty of room. 25-20, but he slips on the turf down at the 19. Man, did that open up
like very interesting.
Parting of the sea.
They played man coverage It looks like to me that Central is a little bit too athletic, and they played man coverage, and everyone turned and ran with the receivers. And he had all kind of room in front of him.
Herndon in, Mahalio out.
Surprised he didn't score.
Bradley coming in also for the Crusaders. 3rd and 4. They're in 4-down territory here, although Bolster's a heck of a field goal kicker.
Got that tight end, so they've been running the ball at that tight end. And 5.
Fake handoff. Ilente back to pass. Little flare out there. Sidelines and down to the 1. Is that Fallon? Fallon, did he give him a touchdown?
Yeah.
He reached out?
Yeah, he hit the power.
Okay, got the foul line.
Yep.
Touchdown Crusaders. Ilente to Fallon. Just barely making it into the end zone. So 13-0 Crusaders. Looked like the back from the backfield was open too, besides Fallon being open there.
And that play was designed for Fallon. He was so much tighter than the wide out. When the quarterback rolled, he was running with the quarterback to the sidelines and made a very easy throw to the out route. He just outran him to the pylon.
Bolster for the extra point, a Jim Huggins family extra point. Kick up and away.
Wow.
And good out of the stadium again. So with 5 minutes to go, the Crusaders have jumped all over Bridgeport, 14-0, and we'll be back. Scoring there at the 5-minute mark. Pass from Ilente to Fallon, who scored both touchdowns tonight. 14-0 after Bolster's extra point. Kickoff here. 3rd time for the Bulldogs. Number 2, Lewis. And it's way into the end zone.
That's a heck of a kick.
What a weapon, what a weapon.
Yeah, no kidding.
20-yard line. Bridgeport will start their 3rd drive. They've gone 3 and out in both drives they've had so far this half.
All from the 20. They can't get out.
Crusaders just totally dominating the line of scrimmage. Imperative, if you're a Bridgeport fan, that they get a first down here just to keep their defense from off the field. It looked like, is it?
Trips to the right.
Can't tell the numbers if it's Kenzie or Jakai.
Motion.
There's a quarterback run by Jakai, 3 straight up the gut for about 3. Bridgeport numbers are really hard to pick up. So we're going to give them 4 from the 20 to the 24. 2nd down, 6. Moving clock, 4.5 minutes to go. 14-0 Crusaders looking to go 8-0. We'll be on the road next week at Conotton Valley and the big showdown in week number 10 at Toronto.
Got a bunch formation here to the right, motion to the right, and
throwing left, throwing the bomb, one-on-one out there. Could be interference, and it was.
Looked like offense to me.
I'm thinking they're going to call it on the defense because but I don't know. You may be right. It was underthrown.
It was.
And I can't tell. A lot of times you're going to get that on the defense when it's underthrown because it comes back for the ball. Let's see. Did you see a push off by the Bridgeport player?
No, what I saw, he was trying to come back, but he was holding on to the central player, trying to get over top of him. Yeah,
they're going to call it on the Crusaders. Anytime it's short and you come back and there's contact, normally it's almost always on the defense. So normally I'm not right, but this time I got you on one for a change, okay? 15-yard penalty, so that gives them their first down, and ball's at the 39. Eric Meek agreed with you. He's out there arguing with the officials.
All right, Coach. So we got trips over here to the right. Same formation, four plays in a row. Motion to the trips.
Quarterback keeper. He's outside, 45, 47, 49 almost. Best run of the night for Bridgeport, and they're on the move. And they're going to give him a first down, I think, although I thought he was a little short. They're moving the chains.
Wow.
They gave him a first down. I thought it was a little bit short.
Okay. And we got same formation, motion to the trips.
Again, he's running.
Again.
right up the middle. He gets about 4. So this play has been working this third drive.
Well, you know, that's
quarterback keeper.
That's their money, man. And I guess they're figuring, you know, let's get something rolling with the man. It's been our workhorse.
Almost 5 on that one. So 2nd and 5, we'll call it. 5.5.
Trips right. See if he go motion right here.
Trying to draw him offside.
There he goes. Trips right, motion
Running
right,
again.
same play.
He ran to the right, got down to about the 42. So he's going to be a yard short. Whistle's blowing, trying to stop the play. He didn't want to go down.
They're going to run it till they stop it.
So 3rd and 1, best drive of the night for Bridgeport, aided by the 15-yard penalty.
They're going trips.
Trips left this time.
And then moving motion toward the trips. Takes the linebacker out of the formation.
I would imagine he's going to keep it himself, Jakai.
Same formation.
He's running again, and I think the Crusaders have stopped him somewhere between the 41 and 42, so it's going to be about 4th and maybe a whole yard, okay?
This time, instead of the linebacker running with the motion man, he just blitzed. And hit him right in the nose. Trips left.
Big play for Bridgeport.
Same formation.
They haven't shown they could stop the Crusaders, so they need to keep the drive alive.
Well, throw it to that running back now. Watch, there he is.
Does throw it to running back. He's got a little space, and he's just going to have the first down, I believe, at about the 40.5. So they're going to move the chains here, I would think. It's going to be close. Yep, they're going to give it to him like I thought.
See,
barely.
If you don't cover the motion, quarterback runs. You keep the quarterback in for the linebacker with the quarterback, he throws it to the motion man. A little cat and mouse game here. That's just something that they'll get a handle on. A little different formation.
Faking it out right. He's still going to run it. Jakai down to the 40, 35, 33, 30, 28-yard line. So he's pretty elusive there, slipping a couple tackles. Another first down. That first down is brought to you by Capital Recovery Systems. 2:05 on a stop clock, 14-0 Crusaders. Bridgeport 1st and 10 at the 27.
All right, let's see what we got. Formation. Okay, they've still got twins out to the left, but with a power back.
Going to hand off this time to number 20.
Running. Oh, nice
Not
hit.
going to get anywhere. 20 for them.
Tyler Alente
Is Michael Marshall, number 20, Mike Marshall. Big stick by Alenti, so give him no gain. 2nd down and 10.
Boy, he put it on him, too. That was a heck of a hit.
Alenti is a sticker on defense and a heck of a quarterback. Great two-way player. You got Fallon in there 2 ways. You got Purgie in there 2 ways. A lot of the Crusaders go both ways, as it does happen in most D7 schools.
Trips to the right.
Straight back to the screen, and he's caught it barely. I can't see the number. Number 9, is it? Number 9, and that would be Brown. And he's going to pick up maybe about 3, 4. So let's call it 3rd and about 6, maybe. We got somebody hurt in this Alenti. We don't want that to be the case. Let's hope he's okay. We'll find out after this break.
Huh, he just went down.
Are you looking for a place to watch live sports events with your friends and family? Look no further than Basil's Sports Bar and Grill in Weirton. At Basil's, we pride ourselves on providing a friendly atmosphere where you can come as a fan and leave as a friend. Our small family-owned business specializes in fresh foods made daily, and we proudly serve craft beers from around the Ohio Valley. We display sports memorabilia from teams all over the valley, making Basil's the perfect spot for sports fans of all kinds. Whether you're cheering on your favorite team or just looking for a great meal and a pint of beer, Basil's has got you covered. So come on down to Basil's Sports Bar and Grill in Weirton. We're highly recommended by locals, and we can't wait to welcome you as our newest friend. A proud sponsor of this broadcast.
Well, we're back, 45 seconds. Ilenti looked to have a stinger. I think he's going to be fine, but he's going to have to come out for a play. Third down, we'll call it 6 for Bridgeport at the Crusader 22, 23 maybe. And this drive started way back at the 20 on Bolster's touchback. That timeout was brought to you by Mario's Italian Restaurant. And don't be surprised if you see Jakai with a fake handoff here or a roll pass run option.
Same formation, trips to the right.
I think they're trying to get the
single
clock
receiver to the left.
reset.
Running from a shotgun formation, single running back.
45 seconds, I think it was. Well, they're rolling it. Clock should be moving. Third down. Crusaders offside, so a little antsy was Brandon Grimm. It's going to make, oh, wait, they called procedure. I thought it was offsides by Crusaders.
Must have been drawn off, Jimmy.
Okay. So that's going to make it a lot tougher. Going to put the ball back to the 28. I don't know. It was 3rd and 4. Now with a 5-yard penalty, it's 3rd and 11 almost. So I don't understand that one, but that's okay. And going to be a long bomb thrown out there and incomplete. That was to number 10, Brinker.
Yeah. Good defense back there.
Cohen Brinker. The defensive guy was Purgy, I think. 18, was it? Or was it 12?
12, I believe.
Sprockeye. Okay. So 4th and about 11. 37 seconds to go in the first quarter. 14-0 Crusaders.
They need to go for this. And they are.
Well, they surely don't have a field goal kicker that can go that far.
Trip.
And they're in no man's land. You don't want to punt here, give it back. You got to take a shot.
Trips to the right. The trips formation's a little tighter.
Rolling
so
right.
Rolling to the right.
And he's going to run it, and he's not going to come close.
Nope. Lenti.
And that
ran him down.
That was Kinsey that time at quarterback. And so the Crusaders are going to take over right at about the 28-yard line. 27, 28. Let's see where they mark it. Back to the 27. So you got a pickup of 1. So the Crusaders, 2 possessions, 2 touchdowns. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. Ilenti is back in the game at quarterback. So at least Bridgeport kept their defense out of there for a while to give them a break. Ilenti under center. Twins left. He's going back to pass.
Looks like an out route.
And he's open, and he's caught it, and that's 15. Noah Huff with a big first down out to the 43-yard line for the Crusaders. So a pickup of about 16.
Big pass.
They're going to mark it at the 42, so we'll give them 15. Clock moving. Crusaders do not have to run another play. Let's see if they do. I think they're going to just let it run out with 15 seconds, but Ilenti coming back into the huddle.
That last play was well covered by Avery Jackson. He threw the ball perfect right over his fingertips. It was an excellent play.
Well, the Crusaders running out the clock. So after 1, Steubenville Central 14, Bridgeport 0. We'll be back after this Mario's Italian Restaurant timeout.
Do you want a plush green lawn? Who doesn't? Call Bradley Lawnscape and Sons today. They do lawn fertilizing, getting your year-round healthy grass. And they control weeds. No dandelions, crabgrass, clover, or other undesirable weeds. Bradley Lawnscape and Sons. Better results guaranteed. BradleyLawnscapes.com.
Well, we're back. 12 minutes to go here, just start of the second quarter. Your thoughts there, Tony?
I think Catholic Central, they just got to keep doing what they're doing.
Ilenti in shotgun, just a straight run. Get about a yard maybe. Good defensive stick that time by number 77. Let's see if I got a 77 here. That is by Baker, Logan Baker.
Yeah, there's nothing
so
fancy.
Second and 9. Crusaders 2 drives, 2 touchdowns, but they were on positive territory when they started. This one started back at their own 27. They picked up a first down. They're now 2nd and 9, but I like the fact that the Crusaders have put the ball up in the air a little bit more tonight than in past games. Straight handoff, Purgie up the middle, 50.
Wow.
Nice move, 45, high steps down to the 40, 39-yard line. So draw to Purgie that time, and all the way down to the 39, Tony.
Yep, simple trap. They got him going one direction, and just excellent offensive line play, and he really come through the hole very, very quickly, Mr. Purgie.
Crusaders have 3 great offensive running backs, including Ilenti with Fallon and Purgie also. Purgie, I believe, coming into this game is averaging probably close to 7 yards a carry.
Too tight. Here's the pull again. Again off
Big
tackle.
hole. That's Fallon this time, down to the 30, 29, almost down to the 25-yard line.
That was the exact play. It was more like a counter. Guard tackle pulled left. Running back came right in the hole and broke to the right side. Beautiful.
Fallon has a 6.8 average on a carry. Purgie, believe it or not, came into this game with 9.2 yards per carry. And Ilenti, the quarterback, had about a 5-yard average as a carry. So Crusaders knocking at the door again at the 26. 1st and 10. Going down to the 10-minute mark, up 14-0. Ilenti straight handoff run straight ahead down close to the 22. So we'll give him about 4. 2nd and 6. Crusaders probably in 4-down territory.
He just tucked it right behind Jimmy Hernan and power right up the middle with Jimmy Hernan's offset running back to the guard tackle gap.
They're going to mark it at the 21, so we're going to give them 5 on that. 2nd and 5 for the Crusaders.
Here come 2 tight ends. Hernan behind number 52, Brandon Roush.
Hernan, nice lead blocker.
And there it is. Lead blocker. Okay.
Fallon breaks a tackle down to the 15, 10, 8.
Nice block that time by Tommy Purgie. Fallon came up, and then Tommy Purgie, he chipped on the defensive end, pinned him down, and Fallon just bounced right out.
Another capital recovery. Systems first down. 1st and goal, Crusaders down to the 8. Central taking their time.
Big boy football, 2 tight ends, here we come.
Purgie Fallon behind number 25, that's Mahalio. Give to Mahalio straight up, not this time. Stick right there in the middle by, I think, 77 again.
He was slanting, the center's supposed to block back on him. He's supposed to chip back on the fullback trap, and that's number 64.
Stick by Logan Baker.
Logan Baker, yeah, he had none of it, man. He was having none of it. Good play there by Bulldog.
2nd and goal, still from the 8. No gain for Mahalio. Still have Mahalio leading the way for Purgie, Fallon, and Ilenti. Crusaders probably going to run here. Ilenti straight run with a whole bunch of blockers down to the 5. That's all he'll get. Nice tackle that time by number 20, and that was Mike Marshall, the running back, who also doubles at a linebacker spot.
And Avery Jackson on them as a left defensive end also helped him in there.
3rd goal from the 5.
That was good defense. They had everybody in front of him.
Definitely 4-down territory, but bolster's a weapon if they don't get anything here.
And now we're spreading them out. Spread out right, spread out left, 2 slots.
Ilenti looked the throw. No good.
He needed to put a little air under that ball. That defensive end stepped under that pass. if he picks it off, he goes the distance. If he puts a little air under it,
air, sure.
There's nobody there.
So with the incomplete pass in 4th and goal, the Crusaders opt for a field goal with Bolster, who's 2 for 2 on extra points and also kickoffs into the end zone. Just a great weapon. He's going to mark it at the 12. So about a 22-yard field goal attempt.
I bet they come back to that play, Jimmy. He just got to get a little. I know he'd want to have that throw again.
A little bit of touch, huh?
Yeah, he puts a little touch in. He takes that to the house, no doubt.
Snap down, kick up.
Look at that.
Right down Broadway. Oh, wait a minute. Did he go right? Man, it looked down the middle from up here. It must have hooked right at the end there.
Wow.
I don't know. Well, anyhow, we're going to take a quick timeout. 7:58 to go, 14-0 Crusaders. We'll be.
I don't know. I mean, how do you miss that? Okay, there we go.
Okay, we're back. Eric Meek agreed with me. He was out there arguing that ball went through the uprights, but to no avail. So still 14-0 Crusaders as Bridgeport will take over at the 20-yard line. And again, it's hard to see the numbers. If you can tell if it's Kinsey or Jakai 3, let me know.
That silver with the white jerseys, yeah, it's difficult. All right, so Stoneville Central, man coverage. Look at that.
Twins to the right, wide receiver to the left.
8 guys in the box.
Man-to-man outside. That's Jakai rolling right. Bomb. He's wide open.
Wide open.
Is it wide open?
Unbelievable.
Beat him straight off the line. He rolled right, and that was Jackson with a big catch all the way to about midfield and just inside positive territory at the Crusader 49. So man-to-man, and that time I think it was Purgie that got beat.
Mr. Purgie committed a cardinal sin, getting his eyes in the backfield in man coverage, and he just ran by him. Wow. Wow. Man coverage, yeah, you don't do that. Of course, his recovery speed is too much for...
Straight quarterback run, not going to get much, maybe a yard. That was Street again. It's quarterback right up the middle. Good defense by the Crusader front line. Let's give them about 2. 2nd and 8. So Bridgeport has moved the ball at least the last 2 drives. They can't really stop the Crusaders offensively, but we know they can score some points, and this might be one of the better offenses that Central has faced this year.
Okay, so we got trips to the right, wide left. Central's playing a cover 2 look.
Kinsey quarterback, and he's going to get sacked.
They just overwhelmed.
Initial hit, I believe, was by Grimm, and 72 Peyton Rouse wrapped him up. So a big loss. So they went from Jakai back to Kinsey. They rotate quarterbacks quite often. 3rd down and about 13 near midfield back at the 47. So we'll call it 14.
I tell you, Peyton Rouse is 6'2", 220, 11th grader. He's got some speed for a defensive line.
Going to get a timeout. So we're going to get a timeout, and we're going to take this Mario's Italian Restaurant timeout and be right back with the Crusaders up 14-0.
Springtime means cleanup time, so if you're planning a renovation on your house or need to get rid of some debris, call for a driveway-safe dumpster from Chappie's. Yep, Chappie's has 10 and 15-yard dumpsters available for same-day delivery, and Chappie's rates are all-inclusive. There's never any hidden fees. You can do a 7-day rental, or even better yet, a discounted 3-day rental. Clean up your shed, garage, basement, and get a dumpster from Chappie's today. Online, it's chappiesdumpsters.com or call 740-359-DUMP. That's 740-359-3867. Be happy. Call Chappie.
It's only 14.
Well, we're back.
Right?
Central up 14-0. It's 3rd down and about 14 or so for Bridgeport. They're on their own 47. And I would say, Tony, if they get half of this, they'll go for it because they've had a hard time stopping the Crusaders. So this could be 4-down territory depending upon what this play result is. So Twins right, Twins left.
Looks like they're more in a cover 4, playing 4 deep, looking for the big play, long play. Then the linebackers are playing underneath the inside receivers, and they throw the ball to the
dink off,
swing.
and it's way short.
Wow.
That was the Marshall, the back coming out of the backfield. So they're going to punt here now, I believe. At 4th and 14, they don't have any choice. I'm sure they don't want to give it back to the Crusaders because they haven't been able to stop them all night. But
yeah,
4th and 14, you have to punt here.
They got to flip the field position. At least slow them down, right?
Kai back to punt. I wonder if he has a fake punt in his arsenal. He can do about everything else.
Wow. Be pretty gutsy.
Purgy back. Nice high punt that time. Really high hang time. Back to the 18. Fakes left, goes right.
He got the sideline.
And he's cutting back in his 35-yard line and out to about the 36.
Good coverage by the Bulldogs.
Nice hang time that time. Purgy broke a couple tackles. So the Crusaders in pretty good field position at their own 36. Just under 6 minutes to go, second quarter. Halftime brought to you by Berryman Chemicals. We'll go down to the field and listen to the Crusader band at halftime. The senior night also, the senior football players and cheerleaders getting honored. And the Crusader volleyball team today beat Bellsville 3-0 on senior day. Handoff to Fallon, straight up the middle. Nice hole out to the 43.
Got away with holding there. You know, it's surprising. The Crusaders got Twins left. They're way out there. They've got Tommy Purgy out there one-on-one. Wouldn't be surprised if they throw the ball deep to him. I don't think they can cover him out there.
So they're going to mark him back at the 42. Second down and about 4. Clock ticking, 5:22. Central scored on their first 2 drives, missed a field goal on drive number 3.
Comes a pass.
Under center, Ilentai fake, back to throw. Yeah. Looking, he's going to run and tuck it. Nobody open. Nice, nifty move. Ilentai jiggles and wiggles all the way down to the 48 of Bridgeport for a Capital Recovery Systems first down.
I was really expecting that pass to go the other way when they had man coverage down there. He rolled into the boundary. That's a pretty gutsy call. But he ended up keeping the ball. Wasn't really enough space to get a receiver out here open.
He juked a couple of defenders there to get the first down. So the Crusaders here with a mythical drive, slowly grinding down the field, looking for touchdown number 3.
I formation. Here we go.
Back to throw.
There you go.
There's
man
the
coverage.
palm. He's open.
Got it.
And off his fingertips of Sprockeye out there. He was open.
He actually had both receivers open. They went I formation. This was a different formation that they've had all game. They went I formation. They got man coverage on the edges, and they both were open. They both just outran them.
Sprockeye was turned to the right, had to turn back to his back shoulder. Probably a pass he could have caught. Good throw by Ilentai, and I like the fact that the Crusaders are putting the ball up in the air at times tonight. 2 games this year, they threw 4 times the whole game because they really haven't needed to. 2nd and 10 from the 48 of Bridgeport.
In pistol formation.
Fallon with a counter. Big hole, 35, 34-yard line. Another Mario's Italian restaurant. First down.
So in a pistol formation, quarterback's in shotgun with the running back behind him. And it takes a while to get to the line of scrimmage, but it's plenty of time to get a counter. They get 2 guard tackle pulls to the right, and he just follows up and bounced it. Very, very nice.
He marked his knee down at the 35. So the Crusaders in business with a clicking clock at 4 minutes to go. 14-0. Purgy behind Ilentai. Lead blocker Mahalio here. Let's see what happens. There's going to be a run Ilentai with Purgy with a nice block. Opens it up 35, 20, 24-yard line. Purgy with a nice block there to open the hole.
You see the difference there in that pistol. The running back Purgy was really tight to Ilentai, and he came up and made a block, and he blocked down on the defensive end, which allowed Ilentai to bounce it outside, as opposed to being deep behind him, where he would probably run the ball.
Plenty of time for the Crusaders. I believe they have all their timeouts still left.
Got Twins left, and look, Purgie's out there by himself.
Mahalio, lead backer.
Throw it to him.
Fallon behind here. Fallon leading the way for Ilentai, straight up the gut, down to the 20. Going to give him around 4.5 or so. So going to be about 5.5, 6 yards. 2nd and 6.
So Purgie's out there as a slot receiver, and he's got actually a safety on him that's playing him 12 yards off. So they can throw him the ball right there. They got a lot of space out there.
Sprocki split wide. Fallon also out. Purgie behind Ilentai.
There it is again.
Going to flip to Purgie. Got 2 blockers in front. Down to the 15. Might have a first down. Might be a little short at the 15. Needs to get to the 14.5 to the 14, somewhere in there. So we're going to call it 3rd and 1. Out of bounds. Clock stopped at 2:36. So they're going to mark it back at the 15. So we'll call it a 3rd and exactly 1.
Crusader offensive line's getting a really great push.
They're also getting some nice blocks by the lead backs. It's Herndon leading the way here. Look for a run.
There we go again. We're Twins left. Purgie's out there.
Fallon behind Ilentai.
Yeah.
Lentai's going to keep it. Easy first down. 14, 13, 12, 10, 5, down to the 3.
Looked like we might have got away with a hold there, Jimmy.
Some of those officials are my friends out there, so I don't want to say anything. I don't see the things you're seeing. I'm an old softball, baseball official too, so I don't like to get on any officials. But down to the 4, so 1st and goal. 2:15 on a clicking clock.
There it is.
Ilentai under center.
Wishbone. Come on, guys. Here we come.
Ilentai handing
Isolation.
off. Fallon again. He's going to wiggle down to the 1.
Touchdown.
And he got in. He just got in. Okay.
Good lead blocking there. Good lead blocking.
His 3rd touchdown, Fallon.
But Jimmy Herndon. Good lead block. Jimmy Herndon. Mr. Purgie. They spread the ball around.
Yeah, they have
They sure spread the ball around.
3 great runners that they can use, including the quarterback, Ilentai. Him, Purgie, and Fallon just having field day this year against the teams the Crusaders have played against so far.
And they don't mind blocking for each other.
Daniel Bolster back to add the 21st point of Jim Huggins' family in honor of Jag's extra point.
Okay,
Kick
Jimmy.
up and down and good.
There's no doubt about that one.
And so with 2:01 exactly to go in quarter number 2, the Crusaders rolling along 21-0. We'll be back.
Are you looking for a trusted name in residential and commercial real estate? Look no further than Cedar One Realty. Our team of dedicated professionals is here to help you find your dream home or the perfect commercial property. With years of experience and a deep knowledge of the local market, we're the experts you can trust. Cedar One is a full-service brokerage that handles residential, commercial, property management and storage units. Call us today to schedule a consultation and see how we can help you achieve your real estate goals. Cedar One has over 60 agents serving the Ohio Valley. Cedar One Realty, leading the valley in residential and commercial real estate. Visit us online at cedaronerealty.com or stop by our office in Wintersville today.
Well, we're back at Reno Succoch Field. Dan Bolster to kick off here. Commissioner Eric Timmons kickoff. It'll be his 4th of the night, 21-0 Crusaders. And back and fumbled.
A.J. Bishop fields the ball.
Bishop 25-29.
Nice
Fumbles. Crusaders say they have it. Let's see. And they've given it to the Crusaders.
Wow. Big hit by Alentai again.
Talked to Eric Meek in the coaches show, and he believes in having his better players. That wasn't Alentai, I don't think.
That was 15, Noah Huff.
Right, Huff, and he likes to have a lot of his number one starters on the special team. So they're going to spot the ball maybe back at the 30. So 1st and 10 at the 30. Crusaders looking to blow this one open, already up 21-0.
Yeah, Noah Huff's he's out there he's a tight end. Out there on the kickoff team.
So Alentai back in the gun. Sprocki and Purgie out to the right. Fallon behind Alentai. Gets the ball, goes left, breaks a tackle, breaks another one, gets down to about the 27. So a pickup of 3. And now they mark it back at the 28. Okay. So pickup of 2, 2nd and 8. Eric Meek giving play to Alentai. Clock moving, but Crusaders with 3 timeouts. See if they put the ball up here. Number 1 to work on it for down the road, and number 2 can't take too long between plays and keep running. 1:15 on a moving clock.
We got Fallon and Sprocki out here on looks like they're going to roll.
He is going to roll and throw.
There it is.
And he's open, but he misses the ball. That was Fallon. He's hitting his head saying, I should have had that, baby.
Boy.
And he had an easy first down and maybe more. Coverage that time by number 2, Braylon Lewis.
Yeah, wide open. Anytime he tightens up, he's in the slot and he tightens up, they roll to him, gives him time to run to the sideline. That was a touchdown. He catches the ball. Mr. Fallon.
Fallon's
That's a rare miss.
He's already got 3 touchdowns here in the first half.
Maybe he's tired of scoring.
Got
again.
Mahalio in the backfield with Alentai. 2 wide receivers left, 2 to the right.
A tight slot to the right and wide.
He's help. Running. He's going to pick up the first down, I think, down to the 20, down close to the 17. They're going to mark him at the 19. I think he stepped out of bounds, fell forward to the 17, but was out at the 19. So clock stops, 59 seconds. 1st and 10 at the 19. Good read. Nobody open by Alentai. Just tuck it and run. So anything goes here. Crusaders chunks on the ground and possibility here of Alentai putting it up in the air. Back in the gun. There's the snap. He is going to throw. Quarterback draw instead. Up the middle, down to the 16. Look for maybe a timeout here. And Eric Meek's going to call one with 51 seconds. We're going to be back after this timeout.
This broadcast is brought to you by Corey Winjet, financial advisor and a partner of the RWN Group at Baird, private wealth management located at 200 Stanton Boulevard, Suite 40, Steubenville. Call Corey Winjet at 740-282-5024, a proud supporter of Ohio Valley student athletes and Ohio Valley Sports Online.
Guida Law Offices can ably represent your interests in real estate and business transactions, probate matters, and personal injury cases. Please visit Guida Law Offices' website at guidalawfirm.com or call them at 304-748-1213.
When you need electrical work, get it done right by the most qualified electrical contractors and tradesmen around. The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers. IBEW 246, trained to electrify.
And we're back, 2nd and 7, down at the 16-yard line for the Crusaders. 51 seconds to go in the half. Crusaders, I believe, still have 2 timeouts.
Still in man coverage down here in the field, to the wide side of the field.
Alentai back to pass.
There it is.
Nobody open. Good coverage. Throwing it to Sprocki and incomplete. That was good coverage by Bridgeport that time. That was number 2, I believe, our guy Braylon Lewis.
Yeah.
And also they had Purgie covered well back in the end zone. So nobody open there. So 3rd down. They're in field goal range. 3rd and 7. Ilenti just picked up a key first down, a Mario's Italian Restaurant first down a minute ago with a quarterback run. So look again for a run-pass option. Ilenti's done a good job making decisions. Mahalio and Purgie in the backfield. Sprockeye split right. Back to throw. Oh, and a sack, and it taken him out of field goal position, I think.
Wow, he didn't see that coming.
You get a number there?
He come off the edge. That's
for Bridgeport, number 10. Okay, 10 Bridgeport.
18, sorry.
18, okay. Number 18, I got is Avery Jackson. Big play for Bridgeport, so the Crusaders have no choice but to go for it. Clock running with 20 seconds.
Wow,
so they got to go, and can't hurt yourself going on fourth down. See if he can throw one up into the end zone, or at least try to get a first down. Long throw, he's open, and just overthrown. He was open. I don't know how you let him get behind you there. And that was number 15 for the Crusaders, Noah Huff, who was behind the defenders.
I believe that was the first time they threw to the tight end. They had been used to throwing him outside. He just did a little corner route.
Need a little bit more touch on that.
Yeah,
a little bit more loft. And with 7 seconds to go, Bridgeport pretty much in no man's land. Maybe you see a quarterback draw or something safe here. More bad things can happen than good. I'd take a knee if it's me.
Yeah, you got the free safety back at 20 yards. The corners back at 7.
Just a quarterback draw. There it is. He's going to get 5, 10, and the clock's going to run out here, I believe. 1 second. Well, he went out of bounds, so I don't know. Did the time expire? They're going to give him a half a second. Let's take a look. The officials are talking about it. The Crusaders are going off the field. They're saying that's it. The officials are still talking.
I think
I think they're going to bring him back. I think he was out before the clock ran out.
I agree. I'm
not sure it's going to make a big difference at the 35-yard line, but Crusaders coming back on the field, put 2 seconds on the clock.
Yeah. Hats off to them. They're not quitting.
Mark it out at the 37.
Down by 21.
And I think we had a timeout here, too, maybe by Bridgeport. I think we'll just keep it here for the moment. So the Crusaders up 21-0. They were 11th in their region.
2 seconds.
So Eric Meek timeout. So he's saying, listen, we don't want anything behind us. So give me about 40 yards downfield. Nothing over our heads. Quarterback runs. Let's just make sure we keep him from being elusive to the end zone here with the last play of the half. Pretty good first half for the Crusaders. They've moved the ball on every drive, missed a field goal, got sacked and knocked them out of field goal range on the last drive, and scored 3 touchdowns.
I don't think they punted, have they, Jimmy?
No punts, nope. Now, I would imagine Jakai is going to try to run this again.
We are cover 4.
He's back in the shotgun.
4 deep.
And he is running to his right, 35, 40, 45, 46, and now that will finally do it. So the end of the first half here at Reno Suckach Field, Central 21, Bridgeport 0. We'll be back for the halftime by Berryman Chemicals and the Crusader Marching Band after these commercials. All right, we're back. The Crusader Marching Band done with their great halftime performance on senior night. Catholic Central up 21-0 here with Tony Lelly, myself, Jim DiCarlo, Dan Vogel. Let's go for some out-of-town scoreboard by Fort Steuben Maintenance college scores. Colorado trailing Arizona State at the half, 17-14. Georgia 21, Kentucky 7, second quarter. At the end of the first quarter, Michigan leads Minnesota 10-3. Start of the second quarter, Ole Miss over Arkansas 10-7. Louisville now ahead of Notre Dame 7-0 going into quarter number 2. Oklahoma defeated Texas in a last-minute touchdown today, 34-30. UCLA came back to defeat Washington State 25-17. Alabama in a final over Texas A&M 26-20. Let's see if we can find a few more here for you, too, on the finals, on the top teams in the country. Ohio State, of course, came back from a 10-0 deficit to roll Maryland 37-17. Virginia 27, Bill and Mary 13. Mississippi State 41, Western Michigan 28. LSU 49, Missouri 39. As we said earlier, Oklahoma in a barn burner over Texas 34-30. Wisconsin 24, Rutgers 13. Buffalo 37, Central Michigan 13. NC State in a shootout 48-41 over Marshall. Let's see, that's your Marshall, huh, Tony?
That's right. I was watching that game.
Clemson squeaks over Wake Forest 17-12. Florida State, number 5 team in the country, 39. Virginia Tech 17. North Carolina all over Syracuse 40-7. Texas A&M, we said, lost to Bama 26-20. Iowa gets by Purdue 20-14. Florida rolls over Vanderbilt 38-14. Kansas 51, UCF 22 in a high-scoring affair. And later tonight, USC is hosting Arizona. That was your out-of-town scoreboard by Fort Steuben Maintenance. The Crusaders kicked off in the first half, so they'll receive the second half kickoff, sponsored by Commissioner Erica Timmings. Our halftime show was brought to you by Berryman Chemicals. All timeouts are sponsored by Mario's Italian Restaurant. First downs by Capital Recovery Systems. The play of the game, and I don't know we have one yet, so keep your eye out here, Tony, for one. Electric O. The Guida Law Office's Red Zone. Touchdowns by Napa Auto Service. Extra points by the Jim Huggins family in honor of Jags. And we just went over the college out-of-town scoreboard by Fort Steuben Maintenance. So we're still about 5 minutes or so, maybe 3 minutes or so. It looks like Bridgeport's still stretching over there before we come back to the second half. And we'll get back with Tony's comments on half number 1 right after these commercials.
It's electric. Electric Go is a family-owned, full-service electrical contracting company that is licensed in Ohio, West Virginia, and PA, but remains community-focused here in our backyard. Dave and Darla Oseba are committed to providing service that is family-backed. Whether it residential or commercial, the Electric Go will provide service that will give you peace of mind and even lessen your electric bill. All electrical needs for new construction, remodeling, troubleshooting, whatever it may be, Electric Go can do it efficiently. They service one happy customer after another, and for that I can attest. Call Dave Oseba at Electric Go, 304-670-8277.
Everhart Bove Funeral Home, they believe you should take care of your loved ones while you still can. Pre-planning at Everhart Bove ensures that your family won't have to worry about the stress of final arrangements during this most difficult time. More importantly, they won't have to worry about how they'll pay for it. Visit Everhart Bove Funeral Home today and discover all the affordable options available. Everhart Bove Funeral Home, Wintersville, Richmond, and Burgolds.
Oh, we're back. Tony, how about your thoughts on the first half as Central's up 21-0?
Well, you know, it really, like the scoreboard says, it really is all about the Crusaders tonight. There was 2 positive drives by the Bulldogs, one in which they were playing a little cat and mouse early on when they were going the same formation, and they would fake the swing pass, or the quarterback would run the ball. That was a good drive they put together, and then the other drive really was a result of the long pass, the blown covers on the Crusaders. Otherwise, this has been pretty much all 3 and outs, and they've been punting. And the Crusaders have not punted, so I think it's been like what everyone's been telling me, what everybody expected this game to go. I would like to see them come alive a little bit with the Bulldogs and give us a little bit better game, but you know they've got Mr. Threet, and it's really whenever they need a play, he keeps the ball and runs, and everything is going around him. And they have done a really good job of closing him down. I just like to see them. I like to see a little bit of what they're going to get as far as playoffs come.
So we got Fallon, Purgie, and Sprockeye back, and here comes the second half kickoff. Eric Timmons kickoff, and Fallon 30, 35, 40. There he goes. One man to beat, 45, 40, 35. I think it was the kicker had to cut back in, and number 27 made the tackle on the cutback. That was Clark, saving a touchdown.
Yep.
So they're going to mark him. Let's see. Well, now, wait a minute. We got a flag. I wonder why they were going back. So there must have been some kind of clip or hold on the Crusaders. So it's going to be marked from about the 45 of Bridgeport. Probably going to take it to the 45 of the Crusaders. There they go, marking it off. 50. Let's see if it's a hold or a clip. 45. Hold, okay. So right at the 45-yard line of Central, but still great field position.
Yeah.
As Fallon squirted through that hole. If the lead would become 30 in the second half, hopefully people know that there would be a running clock. Lentai under center.
Here we go. Counter
to Purgie,
and
outside, 50, 45, 40, cuts back, 35, 30, 26-yard line. Nice move by Purgie, big hole, good cutback.
They're bringing him in, they're keeping two tight ends, they're bringing the defense in, and then they fake one way, run the power to the outside, and he just bounces it.
29-yard pickup by Tommy Purgie.
They could probably run that all night, Jeremy. And they have been pretty much. Two tight ends, full wishbone. Here we come. Same play.
Lentai counter to Fallon. 25, dives forward down to the 23. Hit in the backfield, but broke a tackle. Picked up about 4.
It was number 77 for the Bulldogs, Logan Baker, who split the pulling guard and tackle to break that play up.
So Fallon picks up 4. He's got all 3 Central touchdowns. So Crusaders are marching right down the field, looking to go up by 4 touchdowns here.
Same formation, two tights, wishbone, quarterback under center.
Fallon hands off.
Isolation this time.
Right up the middle, 10-5, waltzes into the end zone. Lentai handing off to Fallon, his 4th touchdown of the night. Got a feeling we know who the player of the game is going to be here tonight, huh?
Isolation, good play. Here we come.
So at the 10:31 mark, the Crusaders have struck again, and Bolster looking to make it 28-0.
That was 21-0, but that first drive is always very important. Sets the tone for the rest of the half. The Bulldogs are all standing up.
Snap, Bolster's kick.
He missed that.
Hooked it, I think, but just snuck in there maybe? Okay, looked like it was hooking left, but it went through. Well. Anyhow, Crusaders strike again, 28-0 Central. We'll be back after this Mario's Italian Restaurant timeout.
It's pretty demoralizing. Just right at him.
Are you looking for encouragement? Join our First West family for an uplifting message of hope. Whether you're looking for a thriving youth program, an inspiring Bible study, or a senior community group, there is a place for you at First West. Sunday morning worship in Children's Church begins at 10:45. Stay connected with us. Follow us on Facebook or visit our website, firstwestminster.org. We hope to see you soon. Love God and love others.
We're back after the Mars Italian Restaurant. That was a Jim Huggins extra point, and we're ready for an Eric Timmons kickoff by Daniel Bolster, who's converted his 4th PAT. Got a bunch of kickoffs into the end zone today, so let's see if he can do it one more time and start the Bulldogs back at the 20 again. Tees it up, not deep this time, and it's going to roll, though, into the end zone. So over the head that time of Lewis, who could have maybe got that and returned it, but it did roll into the end zone.
as deep as he'd been kicking it, if they had any intentions of returning it, he would have been standing pretty close to the goal line.
And he's starting around the 12 or 15 almost.
He didn't want it.
Well, Bridgeport has shown some ability to move the ball the last couple drives, but the Crusaders still pitching a shutout as that stout defense has answered the bell.
So
2 left, 2 right. Back to pass is Kinsey, being pursued by the Crusaders and gets mauled over back at the 11. Is it number 15? Hard to see. Noah Huff, I believe. Wow.
I'll tell you what, Peyton Rouse really made a heck of a play. You know, you got that guy, you got Mr. Threet, who's Mr. Everything, and Mr. Rouse, Peyton Rouse, number 72, just ran him down, a defensive lineman.
They have Kinsey right now at quarterback with Jakai out as a receiver, but yeah, Roush and Huff really in pursuit. Loss of almost 9, so second down, 18 and a half.
Yep, we're in doubles again. Oh, here he comes off the corner. Oh, he missed.
Kinsey fighting for his life, gets back to the 10 maybe with another sack. He got away from a couple Crusader defenders back at the 5 and did a good job just to get back to almost the line of scrimmage. We'll call it, let's see, they're going to mark it at the 11. They are about the 10 and a half, so maybe a loss of a half a yard. 3rd and forever for Bridgeport.
He had no time. Grimm, Roush, they were all over him. All right. That's the original power formation.
Just going to go straight ahead. I'm not going back to pass, and that's Jakai this time. Gets to the 15. Loose. Bridgeport still has it. So 4th down and 15. They're going to have to punt again. And Central's going to get great field position again as Purgie's going to go back. And Jakai is going to punt again tonight.
Wow, he's almost punting out of his end zone again. Deep in his territory.
Purgie back to about the 40 or so. He doesn't think Jakai can punt it over his head. He's had a couple of nice high punts, but not long distanced. There's the snap. Almost blocked by Fallon. Short kick. Calls for a fair catch, but lets it hit at the 38, goes to the 40, and dies on the Bridgeport side. So 28-0. The Crusaders will take over in Bridgeport territory on the Bridgeport 40. And Eric Meek is talking to Sprockeye, number 12. I'm thinking he's going to come in and quarterback. He is a quarterback. He's a sophomore. So it looks like Ilentai's night might be done here.
Yep, that's what it looks like.
Fallon in the backfield. Roush, or Herndon, I mean, back there. And Sprockeye by himself. Purgie with a nice lead block. 40, 35, 30, 27. As Sprockeye wiggles down to about the 28-yard line, 27.
We got a flag back at the 35.
So they're going to call holding against Central back from the 37, so that'll mark it back to the 47-yard line and bring up 17. 1st and 17 for the Crusaders. But Sprockeye looks like he's got some good wheels and quickness too.
I just lined him up in a full shotgun formation. They got a running back on each side, and then he has a power back, and they're just following him.
I like this situation. Give the guy experience for next year too, and don't get your quarterback Ilentai hurt.
Same formation. Power back is set to the right.
Handoff Fallon. Look out. 40. Hole closes quickly. Nice pickup of 7.
Cross buck trap there. Again in full shotgun formation with a running back on each side of him. One running back crosses to one side. He gives it to the other guy going across. The guard pulls, kicks out, and that time he wrapped and tried to get him to the outside.
You still have your tight ends in there. Noah Huff's in there. Also Bradley, Purgie, Fallon, Herndon still in the backfield, but Sprockeye running the show for Ilentai. 7 minutes on a running clock. Bad snap over his head.
And he
Bridgeport
falls down.
may
Can
get
he
this
scoop the
one.
score?
And they fall on it, and I don't know who. It's a scrum in there, and Bridgeport's pointing their way back at the Crusader 35, and the Bulldogs have recovered. So I'm not sure that was Sprockey's fault. I think it just was a little high over his head, and he couldn't fall on it. So Bulldogs in business at the 35 of the Crusaders.
He centered it way over his head. You hate to see that. Who the center? You know, you got a substitute center in there, and I'm sure he's nervous.
Well, let's see if the Crusaders can keep the shutout here. 6:52, 28-0 Central, quarter number 3. Best starting field position for Bridgeport all night long. And Jakai looks like he's back at quarterback.
Looks like they're playing a cover 3.
He's going to run straight ahead, tries to wiggle to the right, spins back, but tackled at the line of scrimmage by number 72. And that was Peyton Roush, your boy.
Yeah.
So 2nd and 10.
I'll tell you, he's an athlete.
Crusaders still with their first team defense in there. They made changes in offense, and we'll see if that continues after this drive, but their defense still with the first teamers in there. Back to throw is Jakai. He throws it short, and it's dropped, and wide open was number 18 for them, and that was Jackson, who would have probably had about a 5-yard gain at the 30, but dropped the ball. So 3rd and 10. Bridgeport in a must-score situation here, down by 4 touchdowns.
So it looks like they're playing man coverage to the boundary, and then
trips to the right, 2 to the left. Jakai back there by himself.
Playing a zone to the field.
Oh, that's Kinsey to Jakai, and it's going to be intercepted, I think.
Takes
wow.
it away from him. Did he drop the ball?
That was number 12. That was
wow.
For the Crusaders. Sprockeye had the interception. Jakai ripped it out of his hands and almost pulled it in and was going to go in for a touchdown, but the ball hit the ground.
Wow.
So Kinsey was the quarterback on that play.
That was a real heads-up play by Jakai.
Everything seems to be. You snap it to Jakai, he runs. You snap it to Kinsey, he throws to Jakai. 4th and 10. If Bridgeport wants any kind of shot, they need to pick up a first down here. Back to throw will be Kinsey. Crusaders on the blitz. Kinsey throws, and it is caught, and it's going to be a first down at the 24-yard line.
Find Jakai.
And there's our boy, Jakai. Tackled by number 52 for the Crusaders, Braden Roush, the other Roush brother. 1st and 10 at the 24. Nice throw that time by Kinsey.
Very, very nice throw.
Rolling to his right. So Jakai, one of the 2 receivers, split wide left, 2 receivers to the right. Kinsey in the backfield over to Jakai, I think, and that was a stick. And that was by Fallon, who read that. He threw that long cross court. That wasn't Jakai. I think that was number 2.
Good break on the ball.
That was Lewis. But you throw that across the field like that, it's going to give the defender time to recover.
Yep.
And Fallon sure made him pay. So 2nd and 10 from about the 24 again. Back to pass. Throws it wide open, but short.
It's a good thing he threw it. The pocket really collapsed. You know, for the defensive line is still getting after it, even though they're up 28 points.
Right, and that was Lewis again, wide open. That was a missed coverage by the Crusaders. Could have been a touchdown, but it was at his feet. So 3rd and 10.
Credit that one to the defensive line.
Trips right, including 3. There's a throw to Lewis. 25, 20, 15, down to the 11 almost, 12 or 11-yard line.
Got him sleeping. He just simply threw the bubble screen out there and out here to the right, to the boundary.
Stepped out at the 13.
Sorry, to the field.
So 5 minutes to go in the quarter. Best threat of the night for the Bulldogs.
In the pistol formation this time.
Kinsey Uh-oh, intercepted. Threw it right to the Crusaders. Yeah. And was that Fallon? I can't see.
Sure is. Yeah, BJ.
Oh, yeah,
he threw it in the crowd.
No, it was number 3. Herndon caught that one. Looked like Herndon read the play, and he threw it right to him. So the Crusaders on the turnover are going to mark the ball at their own 6-yard line. And Ilentai is back in the game. Eric Meek had enough. One bad series, he's got Ilentai back in. It wasn't Sprockey's fault that last series.
That was, who's snapping the ball? Same today. 74 is in there. Cody Carter.
Oh, yeah, that's their starting center.
And their snap.
Ilentai, cross-buck, counter to Purgie, I believe, and he's got about 5 or 6. Going to mark him at the 11, so let's give him 5 on the play. 2nd and 5, the Crusaders taking their time.
Peyton Roush leading the pulling guard out there. He was up on the safety. Good hustle from a offensive tackle. He's got good wheels. Peyton Roush can really move.
Under center, Ilentai.
Isolation.
Handoff in the back to Purgie. Hole closes quick, but he still leans forward for about 4. So it's going to bring up, well, did they give him a first down? They did give him. He fell forward to the 21.
Good effort.
So that's a first down, and that first down is a Capital Recovery Systems first down. With 3:40 in the clock ticking, Crusaders up 28-0. They're starting a new set of fresh down here at the 16-yard line.
2 tights, here we come. Full wishbone.
Ilentai, cross counter to Fallon.
There he
He's
goes.
got a hole, look out, 30, 32. 16 to the 32, so pick up a 16. Another first down, Capital Recovery Systems first down.
Their offensive line moves really well, which makes that play very effective.
Herndon back in.
They pull both sides. Guard tackles on both sides, very athletic. Wishbone, full bone, here we come, 2 tight ends. Under center.
Ilentai under center.
Yep, isolation.
Give it to Purgie, nothing there. He's going to fight for a yard, maybe give him 1 there.
It's a little bit slow developing that time.
Well, he marked it back, so it is a no gainer. I thought he might have wiggled a yard out of that one. 2nd and 10. 32-yard line. Still in a wishbone.
Central continued taking time off the clock.
Down to play clock down to 5.
2nd and 10. Toss sweep. First time
Purgie
tonight.
going wide. 33. Got a hole. 40, 41, 42. Might just be a yard short of a first down at the 42. He stepped out of bounds. And he's saying to mark him. It was well, okay. Maybe he did get it. Okay.
That's the first time we saw a toss sweep tonight, Jimmy. They've been keeping it between the tackles, running a lot of counter, isolation, trap, but they just tossed it that time.
I was thinking the line of scrimmage was the 33. It was the 32, and he got barely to the 42, so it is a first down. Went out of bounds. Clock stopped 1:58.
They got one-on-one Purgie on the top. Be surprised if they can throw it to
Whistles.
him. They won't throw it to him.
I'm not sure what he's calling. I don't see any flag. Maybe taking Purgie out for equipment. Something with equipment. Purgie coming out. Fallon going in. No flag on the play, so it's still going to be 1st and 10 for the Crusaders.
Cadence Luck at 5'8", 160.
See, they were out of bounds before. The clock was stopped, but the officials told them to wind the clock here. Not quite sure why, but 1:42 on a ticking clock. Alenti under center. Straight handoff. There goes Sprockeye to the 50. So give him 8. Straight up the gut that time.
That's just try to stop us.
Yeah.
Here's where we're coming.
Purgy.
No, nothing fancy. Just here we come.
Purgy back in. Mahalio comes in. Sprockeye out. Alenti still under center. Crusaders milking that clock. Play clock down to 10.
A.J. Fallon watching run out to the outside.
Purgy, no hole, but he makes a little jitter move and just barely gets the first down at the 48.
53 seconds in the quarter. Yeah, they're just running the clock.
So this will probably be the last play of quarter number 3. Not a running clock because it's only 28-0. Domination by the Crusaders. 7-0 Crusaders looking to go 8-0. Bridgeport coming in at 3-4. Purgy way wide right. Look for a handoff here. And
so there he goes. There it is, wide open. Throw the ball. Oh my!
Alenti
look at him.
Gonna get sacked in the backfield. Wow. So they were looking to go deep on the last play of the quarter, which he's probably going to run out. And Alenti gets horse collared back at the 50.
He's being covered. Wow. So you got Tommy Purgy, 6'1", 160, being covered by 5'8", Aiden Kinsey, 145.
Let's see what happened here. We got an official timeout for something.
Man coverage. He was wide open.
So they're going to run the clock, and we're going to end the quarter. But before we do, we want to say Michelle Fries Petrella said Tony Lully played at Brook High School in the late 70s and early 80s, all right? So a shout-out to you, all right, tonight. Yeah. Well, that's the end of 3. Crusaders up 28-0, and we'll be back after this Mario's Italian Restaurant timeout for quarter number 4.
Yeah, she's asking. So,
looking for a place to stay? Then stay at the Best Western Plus Franciscan Square Inn and Suites, conveniently located in the beautiful Ohio Valley next to State Routes 22 and 7 at the gates of Franciscan University of Steubenville. Receive a warm welcome from friendly, attentive staff, providing all the amenities you deserve. Each guest room is done in beautiful modern decor, with amenities including a microwave and mini fridge, free high-speed wireless internet, and a flat-panel television. Stay in a suite for extra space with the same great amenities. Best Western Plus Franciscan Square Inn is a proud Barron sponsor. You know, Fort Steuben Maintenance should be your first choice when it comes to any and all construction projects, whether it's commercial or residential. Make Fort Steuben Maintenance your first call. You can rely on them to be the experts when it comes to roofing, concrete, plumbing.
Now we're back for quarter number 4. Second in the yard to go for the Crusaders, just inside the 50 on the Bridgeport side. Alenti flip back to Fallon, on left. Down to the 46, first down Crusaders.
Very nice. A little different look there. High formation with a wing back. Toss sweep.
No. Oh, okay, that's my fault. I thought it was 2nd and 1. It was 2nd and 12, okay, or 11, because he got sacked, so now it's 3rd and 8.
Jacob Lesnevsky comes out of the game. I like that name. All right.
Alenti back to pass.
Oh, corner
He's
route.
He's going to get sacked again back at the 49-yard line.
Play took too long to develop.
Looked like Sprockeye was well covered that time by Kinsey, the quarterback, who also doubles as the defensive back. So this, I think, is the first punt for the Crusaders tonight.
Oh, yep, sure is. He was about ready to break open deep, but he just didn't have enough time to throw it. He was running a corner route, and it took too long to develop.
Bolster back to punt for the Crusaders. Is that our guy Jakai back there? I bet he's pretty good in open space.
Oh, yeah. I'll bet he is, too. Oh, offsides right there. Yeah, he jumped. But that won't matter. He's still got, what is that, 13, 1, 2, 3 yards.
So if it's off
13,
against Bridgeport, it'd be
13.
8. It'd be 4th and 8.
Yeah. So.
But illegal participation, so maybe they had 12 men on the field. So 5-yard penalty would still give you a 4th down. Let's see if Eric Meek, I doubt. Let's see if he'll change his mind, but I would doubt so. 46-yard line.
Keep that clock going. No, he's going to punt. All right.
So Bolster back to punt. Jakai back at his 10. See if Bolster can get punt off as well as his kicks. He's a weapon kicking-wise. Haven't seen him punt very much this year because the Crusaders haven't had to do it much. From his 42 is Bolster.
Good snap.
Punt.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
end over end. Jakai comes up, fumbles the ball, and has to fall on it at the 19. And Cody Carver makes sure he doesn't go anywhere. So Jakai wanted to get that and go with it, but it went off his fingertips there, and he had to just fall on the ball at about the 20.
Well, Cody Carver, 5'11", 250. He shows some wheels getting down there covering that punt, didn't he?
He's a good baseball pitcher, too, for the Crusaders last year that were, I believe, undefeated or 20-1 for most of the season there. Undefeated for a long time and had a wonderful regular season under the head coaching of Donnie Young. So Jakai looks like he's out, which means Kinsey out as a receiver. So Kinsey would be in the backfield as the quarterback, number 3.
Here he goes.
Kinsey
throws the swing pass.
Swing to the back, and he's going to get a couple of yards before he's stuck. And he's stuck there by 25, Timmy Mahalio. So 3-yard pickup. And that little swing pass to the 23, 2nd and 7 for Bridgeport.
See if we get the same formation with another. Okay, there are trips. See if they go in motion. There he is. See if he throws the swing or keeps it. Yep, he kept it that time.
We got a penalty. It's going to be legal, false start, illegal motion there by Bridgeport. It's going to back him up 5. Make it 12, 2nd and 12 now, back at the 18-yard line.
That was a late shift from the running back.
Looked like the Crusaders were a little confused that time on defense as they were moving all around.
Right, here we go. We got the trips, running back. If he goes out for the swing, which is what they just tried to do, and then Mr. 3 keeps the ball. There he goes in motion. 3. Oh, this time he throws the slant, and he throws
incomplete on the slant. He took a pop by
really
52. That was
Roush.
by Roush, Braden Roush.
He had no time right there. Very good.
That slant that time was to Brinker, who couldn't haul it in. So 3rd and 12. Stop clock, 8:57.
Crusader defense keeping up the heat, even with a 28-point lead.
Keeping the shutout.
There we go.
First teamer still in for the Crusaders. Look like blitz. Here comes
Off the
Ilenti.
corner.
Screen.
Oh,
Good call
nice
for the
call.
blitz. 25, 30, 31, and he's just going to have that first down past the 30. Good call for the Crusader blitz that time.
That's a very good, the screen. Yeah, it's a good screen call. He saw that blitz coming.
So just at the 30, they're going to give him the first down.
They're just not quick enough.
A lot of movement by Bridgeport on offense.
Crusaders have too much speed.
Kinsey still in the backfield at quarterback. Jakai and Lewis out here to the left. Kinsey going to quarterback run, draw, and got sandwiched there by our buddy
Roush and Roush. The two brothers, are they brothers?
I think so.
Braden and Peyton, they sandwiched them.
So a loss of 1.
Very good.
2nd and 11. That was a quarterback draw that time. Yeah, he's just fighting for his life back there.
He really is. Yeah, he really is.
So now they're going to go trips right.
The same side.
Receiver left.
Oh.
Here comes right up the middle.
Yeah, good time on the blitz.
Nice throw that time to Jakar, and he dropped it, huh?
No.
Called incomplete. I thought he hung on, and he looks like he's hurt. Let's hope the young man's okay. It was a nice pop by a Crusader. So with the injury on the field and Central up 28-0, we'll be back after this Mario's Italian Restaurant timeout.
Tommy Purgie laid the wood on that one.
Got a sidewalk that needs replaced, or maybe your roof is leaking? How about some new windows? Who do you call? Fort Steuben Maintenance, that's who. Commercial or residential, they can handle most any project, big or small. They also do new construction and renovations. So get a free estimate by calling Fort Steuben Maintenance today and get them started on your next project. 740-283-4890 for Fort Steuben Maintenance.
The Jefferson County General Health District provides public health services focused on community wellness, disease prevention, and protection where Jefferson County residents live, work, learn, and play.
Jefferson County Health District, here to serve you. The meaning of cleaning, there's one name you gotta know. Apollo Pro Cleaning. Clean floor to ceiling. Apollo Pro Cleaning is the meaning of cleaning.
Are you tired of lugging heavy water bottles from the store to your home or office? Look no further than Water Transport in Hopedale, Ohio. For over 36 years, we've been providing premium quality water to the tri-state region. Our team is dedicated to delivering fresh, clean water right to your doorstep. With our reliable and efficient service, you'll never have to worry about running out of water again. Call us today at 740-264-9999 to schedule your delivery and experience the convenience of water transport.
Back. Tommy Purgie with a great stick there. Jakai up a bit woozy walking to the sidelines. Not sure we're going to see him back, holding his back over there, but glad to see the young man get up and walk off the field. So 3rd and 11, back at the 29, as that pass was incomplete for Bridgeport, down 28-0 here in the 4th quarter. It's been all Crusaders. Kinsey back to quarterback. Back in the shotgun, back to pass. Over the middle, knocked away that time by 25, Mahalio. And they call a flag there.
We're going to call a late hit on 52.
Roush. Okay, so that's going to give him a first down. Eric Meek doesn't like that one. So back from the 29, it'll mark it out to the 44.
Personal foul. Yep. And they say roughness. Yeah, the ball was clearly an incomplete pass.
A good call by the officials that time. So 15 yards from the 29 will mark the ball at the 44 of Bridgeport. And it'll be 1st and 10 with half a quarter to go here. I got to give Bridgeport credit. I mean, the way it looked in the first half, we thought it was going to be a running clock. They've held the Crusaders to 7 second-half points.
Sure did.
And have moved the ball at times, but just can't seem to get a big play or punch it in. As Mahalio comes over, trips left.
Quick swing pass
to the backfield.
Good block on numbers.
And it looks like Marshall tiptoeing all the way down to the 47, 48. It looks like they're going to mark it across the field. So we're going to give him a pickup of about 8 on that little swing pass out of the backfield. 2nd down and 2. Clock stopped as he went out of bounds. Nifty footwork.
Into the boundary. And throwing.
Intercepted.
Oh, picked off. Look out. This is who is this?
Is it Mahalio, 25? 52. No, 52, Roush.
Yeah, Braden Roush.
Roush brothers having a night, huh?
Yes, they are.
So now let's see if Sprockeye comes back into quarterback, or they're going to stay with Ilenti here. Up 28 with 7:21. Central look to grind this out and end this game here on this drive, maybe. Slow, methodical. They're going to keep Ilenti in the backfield, look for the Crusaders just to run the ball. Eric Meek, good gentleman, doesn't like to run it up on somebody. No need to be throwing in this situation.
Yeah.
No wide receivers out. Mahalio, lead blocker. Purgie and Fallon next to Ilenti. And we got another flag. Illegal participation against Bridgeport again.
Yeah. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep.
Well, they can't stop them with 11. They might as well try 12, right, Tony? Okay. 5 yards.
Yeah.
Markoff is going to give Crusaders a 1st and 5 now in Bridgeport territory. So the one thing we weren't sure tonight, Bridgeport, one of the better offenses the Crusaders saw this year, and their defense just pitched the shutout. Just remarkable defensively tonight. The offense did a good job, too, of moving the ball back in the shotgun. Ilenti keeps it. Fake handoff, 45, 40, 35, 31-yard line, almost down to the 30.
Very interesting play right there.
He's done that a lot this year. Fake to the back and just keep it himself, and they give him down to the 30.
The lead blocker just kind of laid down. I'm not sure.
So 18-yard pickup for Ilenti. Some of these runs tonight have come in chunks with Purgie, Fallon, and Ilenti, and even Sprockeye getting in on a little bit of action. Crusaders winding the clock, letting it down under 10.
Yep.
1st and 10 from Bridgeport's 30.
Shotgun counter again.
Purgie finds a hole, 20, 15,
10.
10. Oh, what a cutback. Waltzes into the end zone.
Wow, that was a nice move. Really
Couple nice cutbacks by Purgie. I can see why he's averaging 9.2 a carry this year. So the Crusaders now up 34-0, looking for 35, and we will have that running clock after the kickoff.
Referee just said commence the running clock. They're getting a lot of mileage off of that counter from that power wishbone formation, and they're typically running away from the power back.
Well, Bolster in for his 4th or 5th extra point. Purgie scores at the 6:20 mark, and it's up and good. So 35-0 with a running clock. I thought it stopped after a touchdown, but the officials said to keep winding it. That is stopped now, okay? So I'm not quite sure why it ran for about 30 seconds. Officials did tell him to run it, but I thought after the touchdown, they would stop it until the kickoff.
I think it runs during the extra point.
On the extra point,
just
maybe?
when they're trying to get people on the field. After the ball's kicked, I'm pretty sure it'll just run.
So Bolster with his 6th kickoff. The majority of these have ended up in the end zone. And after this kickoff, we will see this clock continue to run on incomplete passes, out of bounds plays, except for change of possession. We have 5:52 left. Crusaders 35, Bridgeport 0. This is going to be, it's got to be returnable. I can't tell who picked it up. It's at number 2, and he's tackled at the 10-yard line. If that's 2, that's Lewis.
Number 2.
Okay. Really, really hard to see the numbers, so he got him at about the 11.
Silver numbers, white jersey, and a glare.
Yeah. Well, that was Fallon on the tackle. As I said, Eric Meek likes to have his better players on special teams. And I saw in there Sprockeye and Fallon and Mahalio and company. Crusaders still with a lot of first-teamers in there on defense. I see Purgie, Ilenti, the Roush brothers, and Herndon.
Yeah.
And fouling. So they want to keep this shutout. Kinsey in the shotgun. He's going to hand that off.
Stretch play.
And
Runs
he's
to
going
the
to get
sideline.
around to the 18-yard line. I think that was number 20 again, Marshall.
He just stretched it out. Not a bad play.
They got him marked down at the 18.
Wow.
So 1, 2, 3, 2nd and 3. Again, we're on that running clock, almost down to the 4-minute. And look for Bridgeport to be a little bit conservative here. Game over. No use getting somebody hurt. Quarterback doesn't have any time. He's really getting pressured. So just a handoff again to Marshall, I believe. He cuts through, gets a first down, leans to the 24.
Yeah, I think you're right, Jimmy.
Yeah, I mean, you got a running clock. You're getting really pressured and sacked. And you already got Jakai hurt on the sidelines. Yep. I got to just keep running here. If you bust one, great. If you don't, let's don't get our number 2 quarterback hurt.
Yeah, and I see that Justin Rowe is in the game for Peyton Roush, number 77.
Right up the middle goes Marshall again. Another nice run to the 33. So it's going to be yards short of a first down. And Bridgeport not in any real big hurry here.
10, Camden Bradley on defense. 66, Brendan Grimm on the defensive
roll
line.
Out, looking to go long, and Kinsey's going to throw it long, and battle incomplete. Pergy wanted interference on the Bridgeport player. That clock still runs on the incomplete pass. Now we got a timeout for something.
We got a little extracurricular activity here
okay.
with number 66.
He's telling 66 to cool it here.
Yeah. Yeah, he...
That was Brendan Grimm. He's coming off the sideline. In for Grimm is Kropka, number 58.
No.
Clock down almost to 2 minutes. 3rd and 1.
They just need to, yeah. Good they took him out. They don't need anything starting up here.
Third and 1 for Bridgeport. Handoff again to Marshall. 35. Cuts back. Got a lot of room. 40, 45, 48. Fumbles the ball. Kicks it out of bounds at the 49 of the Crusaders. So they're going to mark this.
Jimmy Hernan showed good closing speed to stop that, or else he would have been gone.
They're going to mark it down at the Crusader 48, even though he was out of bounds. Clock still moving at 1:35.
Jimmy Hernan saved that touchdown right there. Even though they're up 35-0, that says a lot. You know, he's still.
Yeah, they want the shutout. They want the shutout.
Power.
Marshall again.
Oh, good.
In the backfield, Ilenti stops him, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage as number 10. Bradley wraps him up.
Maybe one more play?
Maybe 2 with a minute to go. Yeah. Depends how quick they get this one off. Marshall coming out of the game. In the backfield is Brinker, now splitting out wide left with Lewis.
And they're blitzing the linebackers.
Back to throw. He's going to run.
I think
they're
running down.
Back at the 49 of Bridgeport. That was Roush and number 15 Huff with the tackle. So they don't have to run another play. Let's see if Bridgeport decides to do that or call it a wrap. 25 and ticking, and Bridgeport looks like they're going to try to go one more play here. 3rd and 12.
Trips to the right.
This should do it.
Yep.
Rolls right. Throws and almost intercepted, but with a moving clock incomplete, the clock's going to keep rolling. And mercifully, the Crusaders have ended up 35-0. Now we'll be back for the play of the game and the final wrap-up after these commercials.
Sleep Center is conveniently located at 2528 Sunset Boulevard in Steubenville, or call them at 740-264-5151. Village Sleep Center is a proud sponsor of this broadcast.
When you're having people over or you're just hungry and don't want to leave the house, call Uncle Johnny. Locally owned and operated, Uncle Johnny has been delivering food on both sides of the river for over 15 years. Uncle Johnny was the area's first online third-party restaurant delivery service. Bennigan's, Ruby's Pizza, Sesame Grill are a few of the options for you. View a menu from all participating restaurants and place an online order at UncleJohnnyDelivers.com. Try it tonight. Uncle Johnny delivers right to your door. Uncle Johnny's is a proud sponsor of this broadcast.
We're back. Our play of the game is in the first quarter when DeFallo caught a pass from Lenti rolling less for the 16-yard touchdown pass to put the Crusaders up 13-0. And it was all Crusaders from there as they rolled to a 35-0 final. They kept the shutout. They did a nice job offensively in the run game again, mixed in a few passes today, a few more passes today, and they're now 8-0 as Bridgeport leaves and falls to 3-5. Final thoughts, Tony?
I'm really looking forward to seeing them run in the playoffs. I think the end of the last game of the season, Toronto is going to give them a good test, but if they're going to make a run, they need some good tests. This was not much of a good test for Steubenville. I really enjoyed the fact that they kept their intensity up, even with a 35-point, even up by 35 points. It says a lot for the character of the players and how well they're coached. So I was very impressed.
Well, their schedule isn't the greatest so far this year, but you know what? They're still up to the task. When you can't help it sometimes when the teams you play aren't up to par, and they're rolling along 8-0. Defense fantastic, offense scoring, averaging almost 30 points a game, and next game would be Friday at Conotton Valley to go 9-0 and hopefully be undefeated when they come back to play Toronto in that last game of the year. So final score today was 35-0 Central. Tonight's game brought to you by Water Transport, Steve's Fish and Chips, Guida Law Offices, Hauser's Furniture, The Electric O, Fort Steuben Maintenance, Corey Winjet, Barrow Floyd and Toyota, Tudor's Biscuit World, Total Sports Connection, Capital Recovery Systems, Softype Federal Credit Union, Hummel Construction, TS Electric, First Westminster Church, Viking Social Club, Trinity Health Systems, Everhart Bow Funeral Home, Mosty Funeral Home, Wintersville Trophy Shop, Richard Poe Financial Advisors, J.E. Foster Funeral Home, Commissioner Eric Timmons, Marcino Enterprises, Mario's Italian Restaurant, Josephine's Carryout, Uncle Johnny Delivers, Anthony Mining Company, Isla Law Office, Dr. John Fiegel, Signs Limited, The Target Shop, PR Landscaping, Black River Logistics, Edge Sports, Bradley Lawnscape, Best Western at Franciscan Square, Swearingen Bat Company, Main Street Bank, Rawson's Mulch and More, IBEW number 246, The Friendly Tavern, Attorney Adam Martello, AT&T on Sunset, Valley Converting, Cedar One Realty, M&M Hardware, Apollo Restoration, Burt's Hot Dogs, Ohio Motor Group, Naples, Hood's Pharmacy, National Colloid Company, Barium and Chemicals, Lancia Villa Royale, Franciscan University, Bennigan's, Stickles Law Office, JC Pest Control. Final tonight again from Reno Succoth Field, Catholic Central 35, Bridgeport 0. For Dan Vogel and Tony Lelly, this is Jim DiCarlo wishing you a good evening.